And drivers, listen for the tone. So Harris going to miss the start of this one. We'll see if he gets a couple laps in maybe, but obviously this one, as far as any sort of win goes, is going to be written off right now, missing the start. It's going to be Nick Miller, though. Out front, looks solid in the second round. Looked a little fluffy in the first round, but solid in the second. Oh, Hartson putting that pressure on Thayer big time here. And look at the little Squid that could. Squid out there trying to hold on with the boys. Unfortunately, it's only Wednesday. Yep, see? It's only Wednesday. Everyone knows Saturdays are for the boys. So it's going to be Miller out front. The battle for second continues between Thayer and Hartson. Squid dropping off a little bit throughout the four-wheeler, through the wheeler out there. Over the triple he goes, driving the B64. Caldwell out there in the all-yellow. Caldwell goes triple. Takes the option line after the triple. He took the skinny lane. Didn't want that wide. He didn't want that 10-foot lane. That one's too easy to drive in. He wanted the 1-foot lane between the pipes. And all of a sudden, we got a mistake out of Miller, and it's going to be a Thayer now taking over the race lead. Jackie out front. Jackie out front. Miller now takes over the lead with a nice pass off the end of the straight. Jackie's car looks like it's pushing a little bit out there tonight. Oh, door was open on the inside. I think Hartson could have had it a corner earlier, but it doesn't matter. He gets the pass anyway. And the Associated cars looking a little bit better here in the main event. Thayer, though, still well in this one. Hartson mistake. Does he get lucky? He does. Loses the spot, but not too much ground as he lands back on the tires for that blue, yellow, and burgundy. Out front, though, is Miller in the green, yellow, and black. Driving Team Associated B6 Reedy Power. If you couldn't tell from the hat and the t-shirt, he also has the limited edition Reedy underwear on. It's going to be Miller, then Thayer, then Hartson. Same top three. They shuffle around a little bit, which is good. I was almost expecting a bit of a boring main after that second qualifying run from Miller. I thought he was going to walk away with this one. But a few mistakes here and there have kept it interesting. Thayer gets himself upside down on the exit of turn 2. Got up on that curbing there, and it flipped him over. Now they're spreading out a little bit. You never hope for a crash, but sometimes you kind of want to crash just to kind of, tighten things up again a little bit. Three minutes down and 4 to go for Miller. 20.7 again. Hartson 20.7. Jackie 20.8. Squid 21 flat. Caldwell, last time by, his best lap of the race. 22.7 last time around for Lee. Down through the doubles go the leaders. Looks like second and third. Well, Jackie a bit of a wiggle there, but I'm going to say, looked like they were both catching up, but it looks like Hartson catching up a bit now. He heads down the straightaway. Hartson not getting in as much racing as maybe he used to. Little bit of rust on there sometimes. Oh, like that, turns into the pipe. Definitely still has the speed. Miller down the straight. Thayer back to second. Maybe a bit of a lucky second place right now for Jake. Hartson getting hung up on that pipe. That ended up costing him probably, I'd say 3.5, maybe even 4 seconds. So a big loss there for Hartson. 2 minutes 30 to go. Miller's still not exactly checked out of this one. Lead is 2.1, and Jackie now the fastest on the track with a 20.6. Two minutes remaining. Miller, though, feeling pretty comfortable out front. Thayer getting very lucky on that one. Climbed over the curb, climbed on top of the pipe. And then, luckily, the racetrack deciding to spit him back out on the racing surface instead of into the infield. Over the triple, little bit of a dead sailor there for the Jackie ride. Miller heads down the straight, Thayer down the straight. Here comes Hartson. Hartson looking to make up the most time here on that 2 spot of Thayer. 20.9 for Jackie still, even with all that going on. Hartson at 20.8. He does grab a 10th. Got a minute and 30 to go. I don't know if we're going to see a new leader at any point now, but we could see a good battle for second and third. As Hartson catches up, it's about a straightaway advantage for Nick Miller. It starts to look a little bit closer now, though. That does tend to happen, though, towards the end of the race. Especially if you have a bit of a lead to work with.
1 minute left.
I don't know if it's... Myself, personally, I do slow down on purpose a little bit at the end of the race. Just to try and keep it clean till the end. Not sure whether or not Miller's doing that, or... maybe subconsciously just saying, don't make a mistake. Just stay out front and we'll be good. But sometimes that'll slow you up a little bit. And that 2-second lead, though, stays at a 2-second lead. So Miller holding on just fine. But as you see, 20.8 for Miller, 0.7s from Jake and Steven. They both whip it out on the triple. Hoping maybe a little bit of style points will give them a little bit of speed at the end. But this will be the final lap here. Jackie climbs the pipe. If Miller's on the rubber, Miller is taking the win tonight. Just no way for either of these drivers to make up that amount of time without a mistake. Hard part of the racetrack is done for Miller. If he just rolls around, he's got the W. And he's going to come by the line. Goes 20 laps, 7:05 for Nick Miller. A personal best for him by 2 seconds. Jackie goes 7:08. Hartson goes 7:08. Actually, it looks like that is the first time I even have for Hartson on this layout. And we're back out to Marshall, guys. Race number